goodbye to the iconic 5.2 liter V10. If you just see this, you instantly know which model we're talking about. This interior is amazingly spec'd. 3, 2, 1, put us on a brake. Hello guys, I am Mr. Automotive and today it's time to say goodbye. It's time to say farewell to one of the most iconic models from Lamborghini. I mean, Lamborghini has announced that they are going to show the successor of the Lamborghini Huracan in Pebble Beach next week. So this year is the final Huracan video on this channel. We will be saying goodbye to the iconic car. We have an amazing Huracan here from Lamborghini, the Huracan Evo Spyder. And in today's video, I want to tell you everything you need to know about the Huracan in general. We'll be showing you everything around this car here. We'll be also checking out the inside and listen to the sound. So let me tell you some things about the Huracan in general. The Lamborghini Huracan was presented to public back in 2014 at the Geneva Motor Show. Mostly Geneva Motor Show was around March, so around beginning of 2014. The first customer cars were handed over around end of summer, around end of 2024. They've started with the LP610 back in the days, but then we had plenty of additions coming on base of the Huracan. The car was actually a successor of the Giallo from back in the days, which was an iconic car as well. And I think this car smashed it. In sales it did so good, especially all the models they presented to public and media. One of my all-time favorite cars, honestly, but it's now time for something else. So we've got, first of all, the Huracan Performante. This car was absolutely stunning, looked super nice, and for me personally it's one of the best Huracans ever and Lamborghini models ever made. The car is so emotional, it's so good to drive, it's just amazingly built. And also looks pretty spectacular. Then we had the Evo, the one that we have here, also comes as a Spyder. The Performante was only available as a coupe. Then we had the more raw and track-focused version of the Huracan, the STO, and people really loved it. But yeah, people wanted something in between the STO and the base Huracan, so Lamborghini gave them the Technica. This car is also super fabulous, amazing. The sound is so good. It feels like all these models somehow even sound differently. It's like different personalities and characters. Then the final edition was actually the Lamborghini Huracan Sterato. It's my favorite Huracan by time. It's perfect, it's rough, it makes no sense, but it's so good. And the main thing about this car is that there's something combining it all. Is the heart that connects it. It's the 5.2 liter V10. This engine is actually from Audi, is from the R8, which they also use, but it's so much better. In terms of driving dynamics, it's actually similar, where the Huracan is actually more raw, more rough, is more track focused. Also the sound is so pure and emotional. Then we had plenty of other additions, one-of-one cars. We had the Avio, for example. We had a lot of motorsport GT3 conversions on base of the Huracan and a lot more. So in these 10 years, I just want to say thank you to Lamborghini, to the brand, for making and building these absolutely fantastic cars. But now it's time for the next one. Before we actually show you the next one, I've actually seen it already. I filmed it. The video is coming soon. I want to say farewell here to the Huracan, farewell and goodbye to the iconic 5.2 liter V10. We have an absolutely stunning looking car here, the Huracan Evo Spyder. So I've actually never driven a Huracan convertible. I mean, this here as a Spyder, in terms of proportions, looks so good. The Huracan in general was always the baby Aventador, but honestly, if you ask me, it's so much better for daily usage. However, the V12 is unbeatable. Let me show you the headlights, the iconic Huracan headlights. If you just see this, you instantly know which model we're talking about and even which brand. The front bumper here, extremely timeless. The Evo specific intakes here looking so fabulous. Huge fan of the look in general, and when you're just staring at the car, it actually scares you. There's not a lot of lines, but the car is super sharp. We have the iconic Lamborghini front emblem here. The car is so good looking. I will put the name of the color here for you as well. The side, the proportions, the entire body work, the car, the chassis, the way it actually sits here looks perfect for my eyes. It sits a bit higher right now. I'm not quite sure. I think you can also lift it down again. We have the black wheel options here, the Evo Spyder specific ones. These here are 20 inches, multi-spoke, full black gloss finish, and then we have the carbon ceramic brakes right behind. The carbon ceramic brake disc is humongous. It's perfect. Something that I really love about the Huracan in general. However, there's a little detail that I have to show you. The left-hand side, so actually the right-hand side, side mirror looks like this. The left-hand side one has a little Lamborghini emblem there. You see that? It's kind of weird. So it's like on the side of the driver. It's actually a cool symbol to have, but yeah, you don't instantly spot it. But yet again, makes the car look perfect. The lines, the Y shape, perfection. The seamless door handles, which actually pop out as soon as you lock and unlock the car. Let me just do that and then unlock. They pop out. Wait. Here you go. And then lock. They move all the way back. You can fill up the V10 from right over here. The Evo Spyder here is fully covered. I mean, we have a soft top. All that is hiding underneath here. We'll be also opening that later on. We have 20 inches here in the back. 305 size tires for perfect grip, multi-spoke, amazing looking design, timeless beauty. And now there's something that I have to point out and highlight. The Huracan Evo Spyder comes with a different exhaust setup here. This here is comparable to what we've seen with the Performante and also the SVJ model, for example. We had two center placed exhaust tips. Normally they were placed down under here, and that's what I loved about the Performante. That's why I like the Evo so much. In addition to that, we get this additional rear spoiler here, like a ducktail here, which also has an intake from over here. You can see that, pretty cool. The exhaust is titanium, if I'm not wrong, and you can have a straight look inside. The exhaust is actually on right now, Lamborghini initials, the tail lights here, and you can actually see the exhaust setup here is so cool. It's amazing. You can also have a bit of a sneak preview inside the engine bay somehow. Anyways, how do you guys like it? Now let's talk about the inside just quickly, and then we'll be also starting it up for you. Need to unlock the car. We have the door handles moving out, and here we have the inside of the Huracan Evo Spyder. This interior is amazingly spec'd. Before we talk about that, we have the Lamborghini entrance light here, which is so cool. You see the reflection is just so crisp, looking extremely good. The Huracan entry board, the Huracan, the A also has an apostrophe, you see that? It's actually spelled Huracan. It's the Italian way of saying it. The inside we have the regular seats here, which are perfect for daily usage, with a lot of black leather, yellow stitching, yellow contrast leather work here. The steering wheel looks perfect, and there's something that I also have to show you. Let me just jump inside. Just closing the door for you. And then look at this. It's actually finished in exterior paint. Here, this place starts up. We have this cool Huracan Evo animation that I somehow really love. And then in the inside we get this Lamborghini detail here with carbon fiber. However, there's something that I have to mention. The entire infotainment is so outdated nowadays. I mean, we still have touchscreen, and yeah, using it is pretty easy. It's also pretty responsive, but something that I really don't like is if you want to set the volume, you always have to press this button and then have like choose the volume level. Apart from that, it's pretty easy to use. We have the lift system here, ESC off. And then we have the parking. And something that I also really don't like is that you have the window open and close button here on each side. I wish we just put it here on the door as usual. That's something that I would highly appreciate. The steering wheel, flat bottom here, Comes also with all the driving modes, Strada, Sport and Corsa with the Evo. With all the other models you get different driving modes. For example, with the Sterato you get Terra, which is for off-roading driving, or rally mode. It's pretty cool. The indicator is also here on the steering wheel as usual, but only on one single side, something that I don't really like. Something that I also don't like is you get so many options here on the steering wheel, but for example, like setting the volume or skipping the music you're hearing right now, you can't do that. You always have to tap on the screen. We have the reverse button, you can open and close the roof from here, and also this little window, you can actually move it all the way down and up again. So cool. Now guys, it's actually time to listen to the sound of the Huracan Evo Spyder, the 5.2 liter V10. The sound is perfect, and this is going to be the last time. 3, 2, 1, foot is on the brake. Wait. Now, 3, 2, 1, foot is on the brake. Wow. Wow. Love it. Startup sound is wow.